The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2000. Out of Mississippi State.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
That's how you get started in the game. Really learned a lot of play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Demario Davis there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Left side to Lamb. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw it. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. They failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years. And right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Now a play fake. Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. A first carry now. This is Williams. And some room to maneuver. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On first down, Carr. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And the Cowboy first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. It's a gain of 10. First down, Dallas. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Play action now, Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown, then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He'll drop this down to Williams. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
They've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Here's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. A much-needed boost defensively there. I mean, that really one of the first things that's gone right for him in this first half.
No question about it, partner. We've seen this before. You got an offense that doesn't have any points yet. Go out and make a play on D. Then you head back to the sideline saying, we got you the football back. Now let's see what you can do with it.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. Now after the INT, it's Carr. It's complete to Williams. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Carr going to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Touchdown! Chris Olave from 8 yards out, and the Saints are back within a score.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we'll put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
On for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. A drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 45 of the 34. Set out there on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Prescott. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. 2nd and 2. Prescott now. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. You cannot get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They'll throw again. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, he stays up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Can't give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And he's going to go down again. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes a Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Marr able to put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Carr now on first down. And this one's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. To throw, it's Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, now Carr.
He completes it to Olave. He's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
25 yards that time. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime. And shit.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Saints set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, And I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 58 yards. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. But that was well executed.
Lots of look to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Pass gets him 6 on a very, very tight two-play drive that time.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. They'll need a big play here with Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a Dallas first down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
The RPO always puts the defense in a little bit of a predicament, but when it's Deke and Zach, that probably makes it extra tough, doesn't it?
Predicament. I like that word because when you look at it from the defense's perspective, hard to commit either way, right? Because if you do, you're overcommitting. That's what they call a stressful situation. Many think that Dak should keep the ball more. Built so well, so solid, and running was a huge part of what he did at Mississippi State.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
52 yards rushing for him in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they control football.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw on target to James.
Only able to gain a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go with.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. Last drive, they went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Carr. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 2nd down.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Run plays like that, those big D tackles love them. That's when they eat.
Especially when they're the defensive tackles that we're watching right now that dictate things on the line of scrimmage. They can't move them the way that they want to. They're just standing up, whipping the offensive linemen and making plays.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
A first down carry by Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go to Elliott again. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.